And welcome back to part 4 of What If Goku Was Born with Ultra Instinct. Last time on the Dragon Ball Z What If, Goku was born Ultra Instinct part 4. Last time, Vegeta, Nappa, and Raditz come back to Earth. It did not go so well for Nappa and Vegeta. Raditz, though, Raditz was able to reconcile a bit with his brother, and him, and even Piccolo was able to reconcile with Goku a little bit, and, the building blocks are there for a better relationship. Nappa got his ass killed. And Vegeta ran away with his tail between his legs. So, last we left off, they were celebrating, they were just enjoying their time there together, just kind of bonding, having a party, all that. We cut over to Vegeta. Vegeta is, in his in the healing tank, getting healed up. Now, Vegeta's actually not in as bad a shape as he was in the original, but we'll still give him that full 24,000 in terms of his power level. Still, it's nothing compared to what Goku can do, or what Frieza can do, or anyone can do, but still, it's a good power level to be at. So now he gets out of there, and what's he going to do now? Because we don't have the Dragon Ball plot. Frieza, frankly, Frieza isn't even on Namek. Vegeta's just thinking, it's like, oh, I can't believe that happened. All of a sudden, Kui comes and is like, what do you want? What do you want, Kui? It's like, oh, nothing. It's just Lord Frieza wants to see you. Where's Nappa, by the way? Oh, right. Oh, damn. Now, Vegeta hates Frieza, but Vegeta also knows his place at the moment. It's like, there's no way he can freaking beat Frieza. There is absolutely no way he can take him on. So he's got to, be, a loyal guy. Just, Lord Frieza. Vegeta, I came by looking for you and Nappa and Raditz because I had something I'd like you to do. But here I noticed that we're a bit Nappa and Raditz-less. Would you care to explain that? And then they briefly... Yes, absolutely, Lord Frieza. It'd be my honor to explain it. Oh, goody. Regale me. Well, you see, Lord Frieza, Raditz had taken a trip down over to Earth, to a planet known as Earth. And basically he does the whole sector thing out of the sector to see at the progress of the Saiyan known as Kakarot that he had made on conquering the planet for you. As it turns out though, Kakarot not only didn't just survive, he grew stronger than Raditz, beat him back and brought him and had him come back with his tail between his legs. Oh my, that sounds hilarious. But that doesn't quite explain why Nappa and Raditz still here. Yes, well afterwards, me and Raditz went over to teach that that low-level warrior a lesson, and we met up with his little posse, and we gave them a good thrashing. Unfortunately, Nappa was taken out by a Namekian on Earth, on this planet. Oh, that's quite unusual. Well, why? But that still doesn't explain why they're gone. Well, it seems Kakarot has gained power well beyond that. He'd been training with he'd been training and watching the entire fight. I couldn't even sense him. And then the fight, it was brief, but he beat me. Raditz defected. He went over to their side. He's currently living there on this Earth. Ugh. There's wait a minute. It's spelled Eoth. Who calls it Earth when it's clearly spelled Eoth? And I'm sorry, you're saying Raditz defected? Yes, and a lower class Saiyan beat you. Ugh. Yes. Oh, well, I must admit, this has got my interest piqued. So, and then he just looks over, set a course for Earth. Let's go pay them a visit. Now, where are they? How long would it take for them to get to Earth? Probably about a week, I'd imagine. Because, it took Vegeta, God knows how long it took like a year from where he was to get to Earth, him and Nappa, but it didn't take him anywhere near a year to get to one of the outposts on one of at our planets. So I'm guessing since they're on that planet, it's only going to take him maybe a week or so to get there. Let's just say a week. It's probably more like a couple days, but let's round up to a week. So now, that week's been pretty decent. Everyone's kind of chilling. Raditz and Piccolo are actually getting along pretty well now that they're kind of like in an even playing field of, I don't know how to react to people being nice to me. Like, this is really weird. I am in agreement. Raditz also has been spending a lot of time both with Kakarot and his family, kind of getting to know his extended family. He approves of Chi-Chi being a little, on the forceful side. It's like, oh, he shows a good mate to Kakarot. He says loves strong women. But Chi-Chi's like, oh, yeah. Well, yes, I am a strong woman. It's glad someone around here appreciates me for who I am. Indeed, yes. Oh, she must put up quite the... she must be quite the bedmaid. It's like, she just hits him straight overhead. Never for to go on! In fact, never in front of me again. It's like, oh. But Raditz, I think, also spent some time over at Capsule Corp. He noticed that Bulma is also a strong woman, and hey, he doesn't have anyone, so, plus, Raditz isn't dumb. Let's be clear about that. Despite the fact we only saw him in the brief bit of Dragon Ball Z at the beginning, as far as we can tell, Raditz he's not a genius, but he is someone who, has a Saiyan pod, still has the Saiyan pod, as a matter of fact, and can help Bulma with a lot of science, so he does help her with, engineering. She teaches him about some of the science of Earth, like the capsules, and he's actually really impressed by that, and there is a bit of budding relationship there, much to Yamcha's chagrin. It's like, well, all right. Let's be clear here, Raditz. Bulma is my girlfriend, all right? So, and by the way, I know that's not his actual voice. Even in a bridge, that's actually not his voice. Let's be clear. That actually was his voice for a little bit, but they changed it up. But I'm going with the Surfer Dude Yamcha voice, because that sounds about right. By the way, Raditz's power at this point is probably right around 3,000, just to recap that real quick, because he did take a beating back then and he got a bit of a Zenkai. So he is stronger than Yamcha at this point. So, yeah, look. Between the training I'm doing with my brother and, well, let's face it, you being a human, a powerful human, yes, but a human. Do you really want to do you really want to step up to me, boy? I said, boy, I'll have you know I'm a grown man. I have peeps and everything. I'm going off the rail a little bit, but I don't care. It's fun. It's Yamcha. It's like, seriously, Yamcha, this guy, he might have been weaker than you when he came here, but he's now pretty much stronger than any of us except for Piccolo and Goku. It's like, oh, whatever. So a couple days pass, and Bulma, I think even Bulma would develop at the gravity chamber thanks to that. It's like, yeah, so that you guys can train in it. It's like, what, really? Well, what is it? It's like, well, besides the fact that it doubles as a spacecraft based on the designs from your pod, thanks very much. Oh, you're welcome. Yes. It's like trying to go jump. She's like, grr. It also can increase the gravity for a higher training. It can go up to 100 times Earth's normal gravity. 100 times? And Raditz goes in and tries like 10 times, which is Earth, the normal gravity of the Saiyans, and he feels it, but it's like, feels just like home. So let's bump it up to 20. And at 20, he definitely feels it just poof. Oh my, yes, this is what I'm talking. This is quite advantageous. Goku's just moving around like, oh, how can you? Oh yes, that's right. So they're basically enjoying it. Piccolo even shows up now and then, imitation from Goku and Raditz. And he's like, oh, this could be really good. And then all of a sudden, they sense it. They say, whoa. And then Rad's like, oh, God. I didn't think Vegeta would actually tell Lord Frieza where we were. I was like, wait, you're saying this, what I'm sensing is Lord Frieza? I'm like, whoa, he's even stronger than Goku. But wait, Goku still has his Ultra Instinct, but the power, it's overwhelming. It's like, let go. And they basically go into the area where, They get the idea that the high power level readings are basically attracting Frieza and his men there. So they go to an empty area. The ship more or less tracks them there. And they land. Frieza's forces come out. Vegeta even shows up. With Zarbon and Dodoria and Nikhil. All the Z-Fighters show up. Again, just to round out where the Z-Fighters currently are. And Radz is part of them now. Radz is around 3,000. Yamcha's around 2,000, and Krillin's at 2,500. Tien's about 3,000 as well. Although you could say they probably got a little stronger. Over a week, you're not going to see much improvement. Chaozu's just solid 1,000. Piccolo at his full power is around 15,000. Although with his biology too, he can get a bit of an increase, but we'll say 15. And obviously Goku, we have at 500,000. So all of whom are keeping their power suppressed, minus Radz, who still quite hasn't learned that trick yet. Although he has picked up the ability to sense energy, suppressing his power is something he can't quite do. So, so this is your Earth. Yes, Lord Frieza, it's pretty crappy. Yes, I must agree, Vegeta. It's not the most brightest. Oh, look what we have here. Tell me, Vegeta, given that Raditz is down there, is that the little ragtag group that baked you up? Yes. Oh my. And then basically him, Dodoria, and Zarbon all go down. So, well, stay put then, Vegeta. We don't want a repeat of last time. It's like, ugh. But Vegeta even realizes that, Frieza doesn't even realize what he's about to deal with. Neither does Kakarot, for that matter. I'm going to enjoy this. Little does he know, he's right no matter which one loses. So, he just so you all must be Kakarot, is that correct? No, that was my saying name. I go by Goku. Goku! Oh, I must admit, that is a better name than Kakarot. I never was a fan of those Saiyan names you imbeciles do. They sound like food to me or something. Yeah, quite is it. Frieza, what are you doing here? What do you want? It's like, what do I want? Oh, what I always want, well, intergalactic domination, and, all the wealth and power in the world, and all the bitches. First the power, then first the immortality, then the bitches. Again, you can tell I'm kind of going a little off rails here. Well, I don't know who you really are. I go back and forth through the Krillin voice. Sometimes I'll do the abridged voice. Other times I'll actually do the Krillin voice from the actual series. So, this guy's power is unbelievable. And even Piccolo's like, Goku just like, I'll leave this to me, guys. Oh, stepping up now, are we, Goku? Well, I mean, after all, if you wish to play with the big boys, we'd be happy to oblige. But that being said, why do we have to fight? After all, someone who could transfer Vegeta so easily from what he said, I could use someone of that caliber under my employment. And believe me, anyone who works under me lives like a king. Tell me, wouldn't it be so advantageous if whole worlds could crumble at your heel, Goku? All you'd have to do is agree to join me. I'd even let us spare this little planet of yours. And he's like, yeah, no, I'm good the way I am. I've got all I need. I got a family. I have a family. I got friends. Yeah, so no thanks. I'm good. So, truth be told, I was hoping you'd say that it's more fun this way. Zarbon, Dodoria. And then, they go into, and then Goku just boom, boom, blocks them both. Just off. Oh, someone care to get a reading on his power level? And they basically try, and their scouters break right around. Their scouters, I think, are probably more advanced than Vegeta's were. Vegeta's and Nappa were, so they won't break, or Reds. So they're probably not going to break around the 21,000 marker. I think they'd probably break around 100,000. I'm guessing. Clearly... Actually, by the way, if you saw Super Broly, you can tell they did update their scatters. They no longer break when they hit a power level they can't read. They just kind of they max out. So, it's like, and basically it breaks his power level. It's at least 100,000, Lord Frieza. Oh, I see. Looks like it's been a while since I've had to get my hands dirty. So when he gets out, and Frieza just kind of floats up, and they kind of have a stare down. And they both disappear for everyone says, like, what? And all the soldiers are kind of looking around, and even Vegeta's like, what? And they're just clashing now. Just boom, boom, boom. Now, Goku's clearly the better fighter, but Frieza is just like, it's kind of what happened with Vegeta and Frieza, their first fight. Vegeta wasn't quite as strong as Frieza, but he's the better fighter. So they're just going toe-to-toe, because honestly, Goku's about as strong as Vegeta was then. It's like, well, I must admit, Goku, you are quite impressive. But I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm not even using 1% of my true power. When you actually break it down, that is absolutely true. Frieza, in both his first and second form, wasn't even using 1% of his real power. Because the actual power level reading, or the actual official power level is stated at 120 million. 1% of that is only 1.2 million. So it's very likely that at best, second form was maybe hitting 1% of his power. So maybe. So yeah, and then now tell me, Goku. What do you think now? I think you're going to be a good sparring partner. He tries again to go at Frieza, but Frieza's now clearly outclassing him. Puh! Gets him a good gut shot. He's like, well, this is so tragic. And here I was hoping for a real challenge. All of a sudden, he's picking up energy. Now remember, Goku doesn't have God Ki. He has Ultra Instinct. Now, and for anyone who needs a reminder what type of multiplier I'm using with Ultra Instinct, I'm using a 500 for Omen and then another 100, twice that much, 1,000 for Mastered Ultra Instinct. And right now, Goku can't just stay in those forms naturally. He's just done a lot of training to kind of just instinctually go into those forms. So he immediately goes into Ultra Instinct Omen, just raises his power level by 500 times, which, do the quick math on that, that puts him at 250 million. And so, whoa, I don't know what this is, but I don't like it. And then now Goku's just... Even though it doesn't increase his offense in Omen, he can still land a solid blow in Omen. It just, he doesn't attack instinctually. He just defends or avoids attacks instinctually. So he just basically does the Jiren shot and gets him straight in the gut, just pop! And plus the increase in his power helps too. Just, okay. But, well, I was going to leave now, Frieza. And maybe you'll be able to live to tell this tale to your grandchildren. My grandchildren, please, I'll be immortal. When I find a way to immortality, I will never have the need for such things. Then just tries to throw a death ball. Goku just grabs, fine, you want to play rough? Fine. And then goes to his next form. Because he can't sense his energy, though he can pick up that Goku's energy just skyrocketed. So he just goes straight into his final form, not even bothering for the third transformation. Just, all right now, monkey, let's see. I'm trying to remember the actual original dub voice, because the Kai voice and the abridged voice, they sound more like this. But the original series, it was more like this. It was really, it's like someone smoked like a pack of Marlboros. I can breathe in space and you can't. That's kind of what it sounded like. Anyone remember that? That was like, and I'll be honest, I kind of preferred that voice. That was just a really just gravelly, evil voice. But at the same time, I do appreciate the very feminine, like, oh, hello there, against someone who's like that powerful and evil. So I like them both, but I do miss the kind of, I hate you. I can breathe in space and you can't. Those eyes, they have the same eyes. Saints tend to linger like a bad odor. I love the old school dub. But yeah, no, so he goes to full power, or at least his president. Now, what do you think? I think you're not listening. I gave you a chance, Frieza, and this chance is over. So Goku just comes in rushing, just smacks, clocks Frieza. Just, and Frieza just tries to fire the death beams. Goku just, honestly, he does the exact same thing he does in the original, only he's in Ultra Instinct. So just ding, 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 ends up hitting a bunch of Frieza's men, so they're gone. And Zarbon and Dodoria go, well, no, they can live. They can live. Vegeta's just like, could it be? The legend is true. The legendary Super Saiyan. And then Frieza's like, you filthy monkey! Die with this pain. He basically tries to do the death ball, which Goku just immediately goes full on Mastered Ultra Instinct. Just grabs his hand, which is 500 million. Just, no, you won't, Frieza. And just breaks it. I'll kill you. Goes to full power, which does, even if you're still only an Omen, it would mean nothing at this point. Everyone just watches Goku just does that bitch smack he does to him in the fight. Just and he just basically beats the living crud out of him. I ultimately Frieza tries one more time to do a death orb, or just that sun thing. I think it's called death orb. And then Goku just grabs it like, I warned you! Blasts Frieza, who just kind of incinerates Frieza. And a good chunk of his men are gone too. To which Goku just looks at Zarbon, Dodoria, and Vegeta and just says, get out of here. You leave now. To which everyone just like, and Vegeta's just looking at unbelievable. He completely ended Frieza. And then, why are you laughing? Because it's over. Now I'll be in charge. Whatever, Vegeta. Whatever. It's like, just get off my planet. Oh, yes, I have no reason to be on this dirt heap ever again. And then basically Vegeta, goes off and, they F off into Frieza's ship. Like, well, that was an ordeal. It's like, and everyone just stared. Red, particularly because he knew how strong Frieza was, or at least he thought he was stronger than he thought. It's like, you just wasted Frieza. Yeah, I did. What a jerk. Because he had those weird, not only was he a jerk, but he had that weird mouth and those ears and that head. So what do we want to do now? Lunch? It's like, all right, lunch, I'm starving. So everyone's just kind of like, hey. Meanwhile, back up on the ship, Vegeta is now just is basically just saying, seeing as Frieza's no longer here, I'm the one who's going to be in charge. Are you so certain about that, Vegeta? And because he knows Zarbon's actually the stronger of two, he just just blasts a hole straight through him. Yep. Tell me, Dodoria, do you value your life? Yep, yes I do. Yep. Good boy. So, and he just sits down and Frieza's throne. What should we do first? And that, I think, is where we're going to end it. Vegeta is now in charge of the Frieza's, basically his entire empire. King Cold, actually, believe it or not, because we saw it in Broly, but is retired. So right now, King Cold has no knowledge of Vegeta taking over and Frieza being dead. That said, he probably will find out eventually, but that's not to say Vegeta will be slacking either. Vegeta will be getting stronger. Goku kind of just completely ended Frieza without too much difficulty. So, thanks for watching, though. Next time, we move into the Android Saga. Plus, what could be going on with Vegeta? Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review by at some point. And ideas for who to win, Star Wars, Super Rare, Magic, what if, anything to do in the channel, put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you folks next time. We got tomorrow. It's just the same week as always this week. The review for this week will be Ford v Ferrari. I'm looking forward to that one. That's been on, besides the standard like superhero movies and like Star Wars, that's been one of the big radar movies for me. Like, that looks really good. So I'm hearing nothing but fantastic things about it. So I can't wait to go see it. And I'll probably catch Charlie's Angels too. Again, sorry I didn't catch Arctic Dogs. I was actually planning to do that yesterday, but I couldn't because the showings in my theater were gone. So sorry. I also want to see Jojo Rabbit, but I got to make sure if my smaller theater has showings of that yet or not. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you folks next time.